Yeah. Got my nigga T's in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. Yeah. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle.
Yo, hey man. It's time for that Coach for the Street podcast. Y'all know what it is when y'all step in the building because we back in these YouTube streets and we got a lot to talk about. And the first thing we got to talk about is something that's trendy, something that was so big for the black community, man. We got a chance to see Bricc Baby go on back on Figg with the other brothers from the other side. How you feel about that, Cuzzo?
Well, you know, everybody don't get the picture, but you know, the ones that participated, the ones that represent either side understand when the like it's been decades some of the most negative interactions between these two sides. Now when not Gene Deal, but T Relland Big Deal went to No Jumper prior to being on back on Figg, and he flipped out on T Rell, then ended up on No Jumper, talking about T Rell, what they got going on, how they get money, and blase skip. I didn't respect that. I didn't respect that sit down because as far as Big Deal sitting across the table from Bricc Baby and Bricc Baby being 60s and Big Deal being Five Deuce Hoover, I didn't feel like that was like genuine. Where we know, like back on Figg, we know Smack, we know T Rell, we know the way they be coming over there. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
They don't really sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah, they don't, like you said, they give it to you straight raw. You feel me?
They give it to you head up. If they got an issue with you, they gonna bring it up. However it get discussed, if it's a calm discussion, aggressive debate, argument, it's gonna get
coming out.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So over there, I just felt like Bricc Baby going over there. Yeah, we gotta understand too. This is all about content. This ain't got really nothing to do with niggas like meeting outside and booty block. It's really like it's content for real. But to see Bricc Baby go over there, he already know how T Rell and Smack coming. He already know where they from. He know what they represent wholeheartedly. So to go over there and do it, knowing that you work with No Jumper, it's like that part of it I do need some understanding with.
But see, let me say this now. Bricc came out today and also said that the back and forth that him and Smack been doing, that's been staged.
Content.
You feel me? Yeah, it's been content. It ain't never been no smoke. These niggas really cool with each other. You feel me? So, you know, he cleared the air to let it be known, like, man, we ain't no niggas that's when we see each other, we finna crash out or we finna slang iron or something like that. No. But from what I seen in the comments on back on Figg, when I seen, you know, members from each side, you know, saying that, you know, rolling and grooving and black culture, black unity. When I was seeing that, I was like, wow. I mean, that's huge for the culture of LA because, you know, they gang banging is deeply rooted. You feel me? And like Nipsey was saying before he passed away, he tried to speak this to existence, and I think it's gonna get across one day. He was like, it's gonna be black over red and blue in a minute,
as it should be.
You feel me?
And another thing about Nip that I feel like didn't make the process come faster is because Nip was also still part of the younger generation. You see what I'm saying? He still was young in the culture of hip hop, but at the same time in the streets and going by gang culture. You feel me? He still was in tune with the young. So like the young really ain't pushing peace.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas that done lived it, done it, did the bids, they done took some bullets. You feel what I'm saying? They done took the losses.
But
Did you
but
feel?
see, he also said once they had done came up with all this new technology of making the whole LA a digital world, that all that slide and think you finna make it all the way back on the other side.
Yeah. It's
Them,
complicated.
yeah, it's complicated now. It ain't the same.
But what I'm
So,
saying when I by me getting to the nip part is
mm-hmm,
what what Nip was politicking and preaching and pushing in the street.
mm-hmm.
We used to seeing a nigga that's 40, a nigga that's 45, a nigga that's 50, a nigga that's 60 playing that position in the hood talking to the young, where it was a young nigga being Nipsey Hussle in the hood talking to the young.
True.
So it was like it was ahead of his time. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the young ain't really trying to hear that.
No, I mean, they still turn and
We
they
do.
young. So,
Yeah, but we at the end of the day, we do gotta shout Nip out for that because he was pushing that in a culture where it ain't too many niggas that's pushing that. They still politicking the same brainwashed version of the game that then took so many niggas away, so many locked up, so many dead. You see what I'm saying? Is niggas still brainwashed outside right now, trying to go out like that.
it ain't hollering no fathers in the household. Nigga
No.
ain't finna tell me it's a bunch of fathers in the household in LA because of the culture, man. It's like it's a revolving door. Everybody, as soon as I go to prison, you going behind me, then your son going behind me, then your nephew going behind me. It's like everybody programmed to go to prison, bro.
And in the process, just like you lose the OGs in the hood, the households lose they pops.
That's the
You see
biggest,
what I'm
that's the
saying?
biggest, that's the biggest fall. When the kids ain't got the father figure in the house. And the mother, she gonna get so tired to where she gonna let the child raise itself or let the neighborhood raise it, or you know how it go. And that's when it becomes a problem.
A big problem. So to see Bricc Baby and T Relland to be able to be in the same room and it's not no conflict. It's not a conflict. It's content.
They on men time.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm from this side, you from that side, but we ain't meeting on them type of terms where we beefing, bro. We on some type of terms where we finna create some content. And a lot of
Mhm.
people that's burnt out and they still like fried with the gangbanging. They might not agree with the shit. We can't
Of course.
expect them to agree with it because at the end of the day, they still outside on the corner wearing a rag, running from the police, actively participating on riding on the other side. So they not mature enough up top yet to get it yet.
I
Them the
mean,
ones you can't even.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Some gonna get it and some ain't. You feel me? Like Boosie say, some of us gonna make it, some of us ain't. Some gonna die, some gonna go to prison, but you feel me? That's just how it go in the streets, though. We had to go through them same, we had to walk through them same alleys, dog, and figure it out by watching other niggas' mistakes and doing time. You feel me?
Yeah,
So we
that's
already understand.
we totally understand, and that's why we can understand what we seeing when we see Bricc Baby and T Relland be able to do that. Because if they can be able to do that, and they come from some of the uh most known gangs in LA. You feel what I'm saying? So for them two to be rivals at that and be able to sit at the table or sit in the same vicinity and be able to create content and it don't create conflict. That's really
Mhm.
big because it's showing all the young that don't think they can do something or don't think they could politic with them or do this with them or get a bag with somebody else because of what y'all representing, man. Sometimes, nigga, as you mature, nigga, you got to lay some of that shit down.
Once once a nigga starts seeing some money and handling bills in the household as a father or whoever, as a man, period. If you trying to stay free and keep the lights on in your crib and all that, bro, you're not trying to crash. You're not trying to risk everything that you work hard for just to prove some loyalty to some niggas in the streets. You feel me?
And this situation is delicate, because this is a different type of situation. This situation got a red, but this situation is like our country and nigga Russia, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
At any given time, the wrong threat gets sent, the button getting, you see what I'm saying? It's going up. So
going up.
When you dealing with these two groups, you can't afford for no conflict to take place, because it's niggas on both sides that can't wait for the time. Yeah. Nigga, on the dead homies, nigga, I swear to God, nigga, soon as the nigga.
They hitting all in the courthouse.
All of that. It's gonna spill off from the streets to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Not that it's not already going on like that sometimes. But we also do know the same ones that's outside riding on each other, sitting inside them pens, happen to fend for each other. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I was just about to say that. Once they get to that pen and get around niggas that's on man time, you ain't finna.
Backonfigg ain't comparing themselves to Nojumper. Nojumper got a few million subscribers. Backonfigg got a couple 100,000.
Right.
They grinding. It's a motherfucking difference.
If you got 5 million subscribers and you only doing 5K on your live stream, then Backonfigg definitely doing better than you, because they doing 7,000 to 8,000 in they live stream every time they go live. He be trying to rain on their parade, but you can't, because them boy. And another thing he got mad at is when T Relland kept telling Bricc Baby, like, come on home, because everybody was like, Bricc Baby fit perfectly with Backonfigg, and he gonna throw shade and say, what he gonna go over there to Backonfigg for?
I don't think it makes sense like that, like for Bricc Baby, because Bricc Baby go over there and let's just say Bricc Baby lead Nojumper, he go over there to Backonfigg, and now he on Backonfigg like he was on Nojumper. It might end up being good content, but he gonna have to deal with them niggas round his way though about that. Oh, you over there, nigga, you over here, nigga, you over here, man. You know how this shit go, cuz.
I mean,
niggas was mad that Nip was getting money with YG. We talking about niggas from Nip's corner.
That right there, a nigga be scratching his head all day trying to figure out what they got going on over there. It be selective politicking, cuz.
It makes sense because they all from the culture, and Adam is the culture vulture. So
that's what I'm saying.
Niggas,
like when they paying attention to the media world, they call Nojumper the plantation. That's what they call everybody that working under Adam. They call that the plantation. But what
do it look like? He got 20 niggas working for him that he giving like $300 a week.
True.
That's living in California, nigga. One of the most expensive places in the U.S. to stay, nigga. You getting $300 a week, so that means you making $1,200 a month, nigga. When you paying rent, where? You still got to sell drugs at this point.
Facts. You got to take some type of risk.
Nigga, you in California working at Burger King, your check gonna be bigger than that. But you will sit down and talk about niggas and expose gang culture to this nigga, man.
Every day they talking about gang culture.
No, that's why I be telling niggas
gang culture. That's why I be telling niggas, do not get mad at us podcasters and bloggers for talking about gang culture, because you super internet niggas love talking about what's going on in your section on social media. Y'all tell us what type of segments to drop. Nigga don't be asking for it. Y'all gonna say what set is this set? We was on this street this night with this nigga at this club. You giving us all the details.
And you teaching a whole bunch of niggas that and niggas wonder why the streets is washed up, cuz.
Man, it's
But a
all
nigga
bad.
can cut the computer on and pre-learn gang banging over the internet, nigga. You're gonna wonder why it's 10 million motherfucking frauds outside behind it, nigga, because of shit like that.
All they gotta do is go to nojumper, and you gonna figure out what gang, what type of what type of knowledge you need to know on any gang. It's on a nojumper segment.
And if it ain't, it's a nigga perpetrating from that gang or being from that gang for real on YouTube, promoting that from his channel.
It's on there because
it's a whole gang banging course on how to be whatever gang you want to be. Just type it in on Google and YouTube. God damn it, you will be that in a minute.
One thing we know, when it come down to gang segment, Adam 22 is gonna quarterback that day. You best believe he gonna be controlling that show when it comes to any game.
He not gonna get the same backlash as the members do. If the member talking to a nigga from the other side and he say something out of pocket, like how Adam did with poking them, cuz.
Yeah,
sitting there asking them about niggas. Like, you ain't never sat there with no niggas from neighborhood and asked them about niggas calling them the this word. You feel what I'm saying? But then you will sit around and interview niggas from the set and ask them about niggas calling them the this word.
I mean,
it's like calling them the this word, be it in order to get it off, but only for explanation.
He ain't only just saying that. He asking some police questions too. He asking my bodies and everything.
Man, that show washed up, bro.
Yeah, he be trying to.
My advice to the real life street niggas: you got your own money in the street, didn't you? You didn't have to sit down with no Adam 22 type of nigga to get no money in the street, did you? So why do you gotta resort to sitting down at the table with this Adam 22 type of nigga, man, to get these little Tinkerbell bites of money, man? When y'all can go create your own platforms, because just like people is learning the culture based off of the people they watching, that's creating the content, it is just that easy to go start your own channel and create that same content from your own platform, man. People gonna tune in because y'all the ones they tuning in watching in the first place. That we not watching Adam. We watching the people Adam got sitting around.
Facts.
The Sharps, the Bricc Babies, the Floccos. Yeah.
And the co-workers.
It's not Adam 22. We're not watching no jumper because of him. He ain't funny.
Yeah, he be having some corny jokes.
He baby suspect, and he blatantly lets you know how
he be wood watching,
how he bird feed people that's from the culture for maximum gain off the culture.
Now on to the next. We got to talk about this boy, Soulja Boy, apologizing to Metro Boomin after he went on the rant. Now, let me say this, bro. Ever since this Kendrick and Drake rap battle, man, everybody been wanting to try to jump inside the loop and get them a little rap squabble going on. But here's the thing now. Soulja Boy, every 3 months, he gonna try to go on the rant. You feel me? So this what this nigga do. He goes through all of Metro Boomin old tweets and dig all the way in the crates away 2012 and seeing what Metro told some other producer. He about to go to the studio with Young Jeezy and he about to send a pack of beats to Soulja Boy, so he need to sit down. So Soldier went off the hinge and disrespected the man, deceased mother. Say he gonna slap him and told him he need to delete the tweet in 24 hours. That's when 21 Savage told him or what. And we know he must have had went and did him a one-on-one and came back to the computer and lost his top. But he apologized 24 hours later after you said something about this man deceased mother, man, and say he gonna take himself to therapy.
We know we know he ain't going to get no therapy, but I will tell you this: every time Soulja Boy get high, you know he Soulja Boy remind me of them J's that I'm talking about. This is before trapping. I don't know how long people called the trap in the nigga in the 80s, in the 90s, in the Midwest. This shit was called a dope house.
Yeah, the dope hole, the dope house.
But I'm talking about this is the difference between a trap and a dope house.
Yeah, for sure.
You was the nigga hustling in a house full of clucks. So ain't nothing in here but the weed smoke from the blunts you smoking and crack smoke from what 50 other people smoking. You feel what I'm saying? Just so y'all know what I'm saying.
For sure.
Straight up.
House full of smokers.
Soulja Boy remind me of one of the J's in the dope house. The one that come and he get weird.
Yeah.
He hit the shit. Now he hide in the closet, hide under the bed. He swears somebody coming. Yeah, get that nigga up. But that's Soulja Boy, because every time he pick his nose up off the table, the nigga flip on somebody.
Every time.
And he be believing the shit that he be saying. Like, niggas know what's up with me, Big Draco, and nigga, you be talking to the steppers, nigga, like they stone cold suckers.
The nigga said, man, who's scared of a nigga from British? Nigga, I'm from Zone 1 Simpson Road. Sir, no, you not. 1 minute you from Bumpton, next minute you from Chicago. Bro, you don't know where you from. It's whatever, it's whoever play with you in a different region. If they play with you, that's where you
from.
You
know what it was? You know where he used this shit as leverage for clout as a street nigga? Whatever this incident was when he got into this incident at his house, when the niggas came in the crib, which these I wanted to say these was like niggas he hung with at the before the fallout.
Tried to back door.
And they double back on him. And you know, as you should do, protect your home. You did what any person, a civilian included, should do.
An old person,
man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
but
how
he won't the most street credit in the world. So I kind of gotta blame the niggas that double back on Soulja Boy and allow Soulja Boy to clap one of them, because nigga, y'all let a commercial rap nigga clap one of y'all, and then off of clapping one of y'all, he feel like Gucci Man.
He gonna let you. He gonna remind niggas like, nigga, stop playing. Like I ain't never. You feel me?
Clap the nigga.
He did
the whole shit, and nobody can take that from him.
Can't take him. You can't
but
take
you didn't
that.
jump in no car, go hawk a nigga down.
No, yeah, he ain't gonna get in no car now.
Shut up. You protected your crib. That's two different types of. That's two different things, bro.
I tell you what. Soon as he said something about Metro Boomin and Mama, that's when Savage said, "Boy, when we catch you, you gonna shit on yourself when we run into you."
And even at the end of the day, them niggas so much of like real life street niggas. It's almost like bullying when you do catch the nigga. Cause okay, who gonna pull out the phone and be like, nigga, look, we caught this bitch ass nigga. So think about all the backlash them niggas gonna get when 5-10 niggas catch Soulja Boy thin ass in the mall somewhere. This
Man,
nigga
I'm
weigh
trying to tell you.
115 pounds, and there's 15 niggas slapping him and punching him. Hold him up by the shirt. The nigga slapping him up and going in his pocket. Nigga be like,
That
why
nigga
they
funny,
do?
bro.
They
That's a
gonna be like,
funny
why
young
they
nigga,
do him
man.
like that?
That's a funny
Because
young.
it's gonna look like bullying, but he really talked himself into that situation though.
Now on to
You
the
can't
next
have
week. We got to talk about how this female, this academics ex, man, the same female that was harassing him, that he was messing with last year, man. This child done went and pulled a lawsuit out on this man for defamation and rape, bro. Now let me say this, because we say this all the time when it comes to these type of subjects. Any man that do something like that deserve to be punished 10 times. But we know some women like to throw that on niggas when they get mad, and it gotta stop, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It gotta stop, man, because when they put that on a nigga jacket, bro, even when you beat it, it still look bad.
Cause people still have it in the back of their mind, like that nigga went to
Yeah,
court. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about OJ Simpson. He went to court.
yeah.
He was fighting that case for years. He beat it. And all the criticism and judgment and backlash he suffered behind it, it didn't go away because they found him innocent.
That's a fact,
You see what
bro.
I'm saying?
Like,
He still dealt with it like he actually got convicted of killing his own wife.
and this one thing I could say, bro. You know what I mean? I don't feel like academics did that to that female, bro. You know what I mean? I just know how we know how
Let me
mean
tell you.
and
Go ahead. Go finish.
bruh,
Finish what you were
we
saying.
know how mean and low down women can get when they can't get something that you promised them or something they was looking forward to, and he cut that water, he cut that power off. You feel me?
They get bitter, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this is. And this is how you know this was cap, because this is how you debunk this real fast. I didn't even have to be Sherlock Holmes to debunk this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He let a broad run off with $500,000 and didn't go to jail
Mm-mm-mm.
for hitting her with a 3-piece at least. He didn't get a domestic violence or
Yeah,
nothing
man.
behind that. There's no on record domestic violence case behind this nigga taking an L because she ran off with $500,000. Then he came back and
Yeah.
still he's sweeter than a cup of tea in the summertime on a beach with white
Right.
sand and clear water, and ain't got no
That's
sharks,
a
nigga.
fact. That's a fact.
So I
I
knew
argue
it
with
was
the judge.
cap.
I
Because
argue with the
if a
judge.
nigga would take something that physically belongs to you like that, that's a part of your body, he going to jail behind that $500,000 you ran off with. Just understand that. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact. Cause who? This a straight money grab. It's dangerous out here now, bro. Like these, man, it's messed up. As soon as you get a couple dollars, bro, you gotta watch who you falling in love with, because this same person you fall in love with will take everything from you. Yo,